Hello friends, welcome back to for the today's lecture on Unit 1 Numericals on Resolutions and Compositions. In the last lecture, we have solved some numericals to find out the resultant force using the triangle law and parallelogram law method. Resultant using triangle law and parallelogram law method, these two methods are used only for two force systems. If there are more forces than two in a system, then in that case triangle law and parallelogram law is not used. So for that purpose we can determine the resultant by using the resolution and composition method. So in our today's lecture we are solving some of the problems based on the resolution and composition method. Resolution and composition method is the method which the inclined forces are get resolved into horizontal and vertical components, and then by taking the algebraic sum of all the horizontal components and all the vertical components, we are finally determining the value of resultant force R. So let's solve some of the numericals based on this. Let's consider the first. Four forces acts on board as shown. Determine the resultant of forces on the board using the resolution and composition method. Now here there are four forces acting on a board. So it is a 4-force system. So the triangle law and parallelogram law method are not valid in this case. So for solving this, we have to resolve all these inclined forces into horizontal and vertical component. In total, four forces are given: 80 Newton acting at 70 degree, 150 Newton acting at 30 degree with respect to x, then 100 Newton acting at 15 degree with respect to x, and 110 degree acting vertically downward. So now the figure shows all the inclined forces are resolved into horizontal and vertical components. Let's see. So 150 Newton is resolved into horizontal and vertical component, and as the angle is made with respect to x-axis, that is 30 degree. So the x component is 150 cos of 30, and the rest of the another component is 150 sin of 30. Again, both the components are acting in the positive direction of x and in the positive direction of y. Therefore, both are positive. Then considering the second force, 100 Newton making an angle of 15 degree with respect to x-axis is resolved into horizontal and vertical component as the angle is made with respect to x-axis. Therefore, the x component or horizontal component is cos of 15 and the y component is sin of 15. Again, the sign convention, x component of 100 Newton is in the positive x direction, so positive a. Then y component of 100 Newton is in the opposite to the positive y, therefore it is negative. Next force is 110 Newton, which is acting vertically in downward direction, so horizontal component of this force is given 0. Then the next force, 80 Newton, is again inclined force making an angle of 70 degree with respect to x-axis, so get resolved into horizontal and vertical components. So as the angle is made again with respect to x-axis, so x component is 80 cos of 70 and the y component is 80 sin of 70. Again, the sign convention, the x component is in the opposite positive x direction, therefore minus. Then y component is in the positive direction of y, therefore it is positive. Now after resolving all the forces in the horizontal and vertical components, let's find out the Rx, where Rx is the algebraic sum of all the horizontal components. So Rx equals to the first horizontal force is 150 cos of 30. So here it is 150 cos 30. Then the second minus 80 cos 70. Again 100 cos of 15, the positive component. The horizontal component of 110 is 0. So solving this we get Rx equals to 199.13. Similarly Ry, the algebraic sum of all the vertical components, is here 150 sin of 30, then plus 80 sin of 30, then minus 100 sin of 15 and minus 110. So solving this we get finally 14.29. Therefore resultant, substituting the value of Rx and Ry 199.13 and 14.29, that is equals to 199.64 Newton. Therefore, resultant R is equals to 199.64 Newton. Similarly, theta is equals to tan inverse of Ry by Rx, that is equals to tan inverse of Ry is 14.29, then Rx is 199.13, so theta we get 4.10 degree. So now, as Rx and Ry both are the positive x and positive y, therefore the resultant force R is shown in the first quadrant, that is positive x direction and positive y direction, making an angle of 4.10 degree with respect to x-axis. So all the four forces will be replaced by this single force of 199.64 Newton in the first quadrant, making an angle of 4.10 degree with respect to x-axis. Now let's solve one more problem. Determine the magnitude F and direction theta and the force F so that the resultant of three forces acting on hook is 0. So here one hook is provided to which three forces are shown. The first force 50 kN, then second force 40 kN and the third force F, making an angle of theta. We have to determine the magnitude of force F and its direction or angle theta in a way that the resultant of all the three forces is equals to 0. It means as the resultant is 0, that is the component of resultant force R in x direction is 0 and the component of resultant force Ry in y direction is also 0. So as it is a three forces in a system, three concurrent force system, so solving it by resolution and composition. So here in this figure all these inclined forces are resolved. The first force 50 kN, 50 angle is made with respect to x cos of 36.86. This angle 36.86 that will be determined by the given right angle triangle, that is the triangle is given 5, 3, 4. So this angle theta will be equals to tan inverse of 3 by 4. So solving this we get 36.86. Similarly over here this angle is determined with respect to y, that is here tan inverse of 1 by 1. So here substituting those values, 36.86 degree, this angle will be 45 degree. So as the angle is made with respect to x-axis, so the x component of 50 is cos and the y component of 50 is sin. Similarly 40 kN is resolved. 40 angle is made with respect to x-axis, so this is x component is cos 45, y component is sin 45. Now the x component is in the positive x, so positive, y component is opposite to positive y, so therefore negative. Similarly resolving the next force F into F, angle is made with respect to x, so cos of theta, and the angle is made with respect to y, here 90 minus theta. So the horizontal component is cos theta and the vertical component is sin theta. Again x component is opposite to positive x, so minus f cos theta, y component is opposite to positive y, so minus f sin theta. Now taking the summation of all the horizontal forces, that is Rx, and we know as it is given resultant is 0, so Rx is 0. So 50 cos of 36.86 plus 40 cos of 45 minus f cos theta, that is equals to 0. So solving this, f cos theta is equals to 68.289. Similarly taking Ry, summation of all the vertical forces, so 50 sin of 36.86 minus 40 sin 45 minus f sin theta, that is equals to 0. Solving this we get f sin theta is 1.708. So from equation 1 and 2 taking the ratio of second to 1, so sin upon cos, f get cancelled, tan theta is equals to 1.708 divided by 68.289, so theta will be 1.43 degree, and substituting the value of theta in any one, equation 1 or equation 2, we get the value of f equals to 68.4 kilonewton. The next problem, knowing that alpha equals to 35 degree, determine the resultant of three forces as shown. So here one pipe is shown to which this hook is attached, and this hook is get subjected to three forces: 200 Newton force making an angle of alpha with respect to x-axis, then 150 Newton making an angle of 30 degree with respect to the 100 Newton force, and 100 Newton force again making an angle of alpha with respect to x-axis. So drawing the free body diagram showing all the forces. So the first force 200 Newton making an angle of alpha, then the second force 100 Newton making an angle of alpha with respect to x, and the third force 150 Newton making an angle of 30 degree with respect to 100 Newton force. So now resolving, as this is a concurrent force system having three forces, so replacing these three forces into one force, resultant force, we are using the resolution and composition method. So resolving all these inclined forces into horizontal and vertical components. So the first force 200 Newton resolved into horizontal and vertical component. So the angle made with respect to x-axis is alpha, and the value of alpha is given as a 35 degree. So the x component or horizontal component is cos 35 and the vertical component is sin 35. And x is positive opposite to the positive x-axis, therefore it is minus. Similarly, y component is again opposite to the positive y, so negative. Then the second force 100 Newton resolved into horizontal and vertical component. So horizontal component, again the axis is made with angle is made with respect to x-axis, so cos of 35, and the another is 100 sin of 35. The value of alpha is given 35 degree. X component is in the positive x direction, so positive, and y component is opposite to the positive y, so negative. Then the third force 150. Now resolving it into horizontal and vertical component. Now the angle made by this 150 with respect to 100 is given as a 30 degree. Therefore the total angle made by this 150 Newton with respect to x-axis is equals to 30 plus this alpha, that is nothing but the 65 degree. Here this is very, students are making the mistakes over here. There are many chances. So here very clearly you have to see that where the angle is provided. The angle with respect to x-axis of 150 is equals to this 30 plus 35 degree. 30 is the angle given between only 150 and 100 Newton. So therefore resolving this 150 Newton force into x component, 150 into cos of total angle is 65 degree, and here the y component 150 sin of 65. Again x component is in the positive x direction, so positive, and y component is in the opposite to positive y, so therefore negative. So after resolving all the inclined forces into horizontal and vertical forces, then taking the summations. So here Rx is the summation of all the horizontals, so 100 cos of 35 plus 150 cos of 65 minus 200 cos of 35 means 100 cos 35 plus 150 cos 65 minus 200 cos 35, which is equals to minus 18.52, and Ry equals to algebraic summation of all the y components, that is nothing but minus 100 sin 35 minus 150 sin 65 minus 200 sin of 35, which is equals to minus 308.02. So therefore R is equals to square root of Rx square plus Ry square. Substituting the value of x and y component, we get R as a 308.57, and theta equals to tan inverse of Ry by Rx. Substituting the value, we get theta as a 86.55. Therefore showing R as Rx and Ry both are negative, it lies in the third quadrant where x component is also negative and y component is also negative, and the value will be 308.57 and making an angle of 86.55 with respect to x-axis. Now the next problem, knowing that the tension in the rope AC is 365 Newton, determine the resultant of three forces exerted at point C of post BC. Here one post BC is given where three forces are there, 500 Newton, 200 Newton, and one of the forces acting in this cable or rope AC, and the tension in that rope is given as a 365 Newton. So drawing the free body diagram, 500 Newton the force, solving this, tan inverse of 7 by 24 angle is 16.26 degree. Then here tan inverse of 4 by 3, the angle will be 36.86, and here tan inverse of 1100 divided by 960, the angle is 36.99, and resolving these forces into horizontal and vertical component. So resolving 500 cos 16.26, 500 sin 16.26, both will be in the positive direction, so positive components. Second force 200 Newton, resolving, so the x component angle is made with respect to x axis, so x is 200 cos 36.86 and y component is 200 sin of 36.86. X component is in the positive x direction, so positive. Y component is opposite to the positive y, so negative. Then resolving 365, the tension force is always acting away from the origin, it's a pulling like a force. So 365 resolve 365 cos of 36.99 and 365 sin of 36.99. As the direction of horizontal component is opposite to positive x, so minus, and y component is positive opposite to positive y, so therefore again negative. Then taking the summation of all the horizontal components and taking the summation of all the vertical components, you get the value of Rx and Ry. So substituting the value of R in this equation, square root of Rx square plus Ry square, we get finally R as a 401.58 Newton, and similarly theta as a tan inverse of Ry by Rx. Substituting the value, we get theta as a 29.8 degree. Now for showing the resultant force R, Rx is a positive and Ry is a negative. So here in quadrant number 4, the x component is positive and y component is negative. So here the resultant force is shown, R equals to 401.58, making an angle of 29.8 degree with respect to x-axis. So in this way, we are solving some of the problems to determine the resultant by using this resolution and composition method. Thank you.